help me welcome Chris White. Thank you very much. First part of my presentation today is using a bit of technology here, and it is a brand new app. I don't know if you've seen it. It's an application that when you launch it, it holographically produces a presentation, and you get to step away from the podium and it speaks for itself. Well, maybe I don't have that app on my iPad today, but maybe there's a business opportunity out there for one of these great UCI grads. I'm going to go a bit of old school and new school here using technology and good old those paper notes that keep us all in good stead. First of all, thank you, Andy, Chancellor, the faculty. Thank you for this group to be part of what is an amazing day. You should be so proud of what you've achieved, and you should be so excited about the future ahead of you. What I wanted to share with you is 3 fundamental principles that I've learned over the years that I've layered on top of the great foundation of leadership you've learned about in your courses. Those really are the idea of keeping everything in perspective, embracing change, and going after the opportunity that is out there in the world today. I do have the good fortune of working for a major corporation. We're taught that we have to change jobs what seems like every 3 months. I've had 10 roles at Cisco in 17 years. We're a $40 billion company, a proud member of the Fortune 50. We generate $3 billion worth of cash every 90 days, yet sometimes that doesn't seem to be enough. The pressure on us to compete, the people that want to compete with us across the globe is more amazing and more impressive than ever. So how will you compete? How will you lead in this flatter, more connected world? One of my favorite authors is Thomas Friedman. For those of you who read his books, the 3 books, The World is Flat probably was the motivation for me to take my family to Bangalore, India, and learn what an emerging market is all about. His second book was a very sobering topic of hot, flat, and crowded. It talked about how America has to embrace innovation and be competitive to compete on the global world. And his most recent book, which I actually haven't read yet, is the sobering title, That Used to Be Us. But I want to challenge us all around the phenomenal opportunities ahead of us. This is one of the most impressive audiences I've ever had the good fortune of speaking to. It is also probably the most unique. I don't think I've ever presented to a group of anteaters before. But also, to add a little twist here, my gorgeous family is sitting in the audience as well. A little pressure here from my perspective. That's another first. I'm proud to have them here on Father's Day. But let's think about what a connected global world we are competing in today. I'm looking in front of my future competitors. I'm looking in front of my future employers. I'm potentially looking forward to some people that I will have the good fortune of working with in my career in the future. The BRIC economies, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, used to dominate the world back in the 1900s when they dominated the Silk routes and the trading routes. Those 4 countries are in a major resurgence of good fortune at the moment, and it's predicted by 2050, India and China will be the largest, most buoyant economies on this planet. Something to understand when you go out there and compete in the global world today. By 2015, there will be 20 billion connected devices connected on this planet. 20 billion connected devices. I see a lot of you have them today in your hands today. How many people in this audience have seen the famous Did You Know videos on YouTube? A quick show of hands, audience participation, Did You Know? So there is a 6th version of that Did You Know video now on YouTube, and I'd ask you all to remember to go take a look at that. It has some amazing statistics and some inspirational challenges to us. It also has one statistic after living in India that resonated with me. 25% of Indians with the highest IQ are greater than the population of the USA. That means they graduate more graduate students than we have students in this country. That is the volume of people we are competing with today. I also learned in India they're some of the most politest, welcoming part of this world today, and I enjoyed their time there. But the rate of change is accelerating at an amazing pace. The internet doubles every 2 years. I know many of you are searching for the next iPad, the next Google, but I wanted to share with you 2 quick examples of current examples of innovation and competitiveness right in the modern world today. The first actually does take me back to where I was born in England. How many people know of the company Tesco? Anyone know Tesco? Okay, thank you. Tesco's actually is in North America under the Fresh and Easy brand. Tesco's used to be a little old grocery store in England. Now they are one of the largest retailers in England and have embarked on a very aggressive campaign around the world. Literally, 1 out of every £7 spent in England is spent at a Tesco's store. They've entered the United States, but one market they looked at was the market of Korea. And it is amazing to see how innovative and aggressive they have to be to compete in Korea. The Koreans are the second most hard-working people on this planet. Shopping is a major inconvenience for the Koreans, at least under the study. Supermarkets already exist in Korea. People are already busy. How would Tesco's enter that market? So the amount of innovation, they studied work patterns, they studied the flow of commerce. And what they did is literally rent the subways that the Koreans commute on. They have rented the subway walls, not to open stores, but literally to put high-definition photographs down those stores. They have used technology and put QR codes on the pictures of all their products they produce. And so Koreans, as they go to work or come back, can literally take a smartphone, tag a QR code, and order products online. That is supplied through their e-commerce engine, and it's available shortly after they get home. That has allowed Tesco's to become not just successful in Korean market, but literally they are now the #1 online market store. They are actually close to being #2 in offline. New membership is up 76%, and online has increased 130%. Think about the innovation, think about the rate of change that they had to do to create that. The second example I'd like to share with you is one a little closer to home. I work for a division within Cisco called the Emerging Technologies Group. We are chartered with a lot of pressure, as Andy mentioned, to create billion-dollar markets. One of our first successes was looking at the video conferencing market. Video conferencing market has been around for many years. Cisco has millions of dollars worth of video conferencing units around our buildings in 120 different countries. Yet literally the utilization of that technology was less than 10%. Why was that? It was hard, it was complicated, it really didn't make you feel like part of the meeting. So what the team at Cisco did was look at that experience. They literally took a boardroom, a conference room table, they sliced it in half, put 3 ultra-high definition screens in the middle of that table. And then from one side of the room, you can sit here in Irvine, the other side of the room, you can sit anywhere in the world. It is life-size video. You press one button to talk to anyone in the world. If someone from the left talks, it feels like someone from the left talks. You can look eyeball to eyeball with that person. You can interrupt each other. It was the closest thing to in-person meeting we could pull off. That now is a multi-billion-dollar business for us. We are now proud #1 market share in the video conferencing market, and in this way we had to innovate and transform. I will share with you, we launched that product in the same year that a Chinese competitor copied our entire product line. We tried to take that competitor to court in the international courts. It's pretty interesting.